Talk about why Bob Iger is so confident this deal gets done, because this breakup fee is pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, because he's looking at the landscape. If you look at streaming, you look across Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, you look at entertainment on the box office side, he's sort of viewing it here as they'll have, call it 35-40% market share on the box office, still fragmented on the streaming side. So you can't view it just narrowly like the box office piece or the advertising. You have to look at the totality of the deal. And I think, look, they've done their homework. They know there's going to be scrutiny, but ultimately they would not have gone down this path if they don't think it eventually gets the green light. And I think that's really the key here. Even though it's a risk out there, I think Iger, you feel comfortable with him as pilot on the plane.
Well, David, arguably, maybe 21st Century Fox and the Murdochs have done their homework too, and that's why they wanted this one this steep. Looking at the situation, I would say don't just look at this deal. Look at what's happening in M&A right now. Time Warner, AT&T. If you can't get a vertical deal done, how are you going to get a horizontal deal done? Pairing all the sports channels together and putting, I would say, a massive chunk of the US box office under one title, under one name, the Walt Disney Company. How's that going to work out, David?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having me on. I mean, I think there's two levels of concerns here from the regulatory standpoint. The first is minus the ETFs, okay, minus the ETFs, the Murdoch family is going to be the number one, and it's still determined active. That I don't think they've ceded voting control yet, but they will be the number one shareholder of a competitor. So it would be kind of like, in a sort of a fantasy world, it would be kind of like the CEO of Pepsi becoming the number one share of Coke. I mean, there's going to be regulatory scrutiny on that. Regulators are also going to focus on the sports market through ESPN, plus the future ESPN direct-to-consumer offering, plus the regional sports networks. They would absolutely dominate sports programming. And we're in kind of this touchy, weird regulatory environment right now where 40 years of regulatory history just got thrown out the window with the Time Warner AT&T deal. So it's very tough to predict how regulators are going to respond to this.